The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
Hello, Howie. Toby Alderweireld is very upbeat about his fitness at the moment and saying he's raring to go again. Tempted to put him onto the bench for this match at the weekend?
I think him, like a different player, we need to assess tomorrow. I think they were integrated in the last week. In the case of Toby, today, and then today was the third day with the team. Daniel Ross and different players are doing the same, similar situation. We need to assess tomorrow, everyone, and then decide. But one thing is to be fit for being integrated again with the team, another is to be fit to play. That is complete two different things, and it's of course that we are the professionals that we need to care about everyone, every player, and then to make or to take the best decision for the team.
Are you saying then that Toby and Danny have some chance of playing a little bit of this game?
I don't know. Today I don't know. They need to build their fitness. They were integrated slowly and with the team. But I repeat, it's not the same to be fit for start to training with the team that to be fit to play. That is complete two different things. Massive step in between this.
Even so, it's going to be great, isn't it, very soon to have Toby back in your plans?
But I think after 3 months and nearly and a half that he was injured, the team was very good, was doing well, and I think when, like in all the team happened, all the manager want the player fit for be selected, and I think you can win or you can lose with different player, and I think for me the most important is the collective. I am so happy with the team, how they are doing. During the season you can have some problems, and but I think the most important is to be or to have everyone available for be selected, and then to increase the competition in between them and the team, and because on the end that we want is to performance in the best way, and I think for win games we need everyone.
In the last round against the AFC Wimbledon, you made 8 changes, but you started Harry Kane. Is this a game to maybe give Harry a rest, do you think?
I don't know. We are going to assess tomorrow the team. We have, because the club provide you the information about how is the squad. We need to assess tomorrow, and we see to take the best decision. We are going to take the best player to try to win, and of course thinking only in try to go to the next stage, and will be difficult because FA Cup always is difficult to play. It's not about the level, or it's not about the if you play with a Championship or League One or League Two team. It's one game. It's a Newport, difficult pitch to play, and of course we need to be ready to fight because it will be a very tough game.
It's a classic FA Cup tie in many ways. A big Premier League team away against a League Two team on a small pitch. You see it as a banana skin? No,
everyone expect to see Tottenham fail. You know, that is only our fans and us. We expect to win, but not because people is against us. It's not because it's the magic of the competition. That is the FA Cup. Of course, we need to be ready, and we need to be aware that we need to compete and be on the same level of them about motivation and aggressivity, and then adapt our game in a difficult stadium and a difficult pitch, and that is how we need to take the game.
Spurs fans would love to see a trophy again. It's been 10 years since you lifted a trophy. I mean, how important would you say the FA Cup is to you this season?
Look, I told you before, when we play against Wimbledon and when we play in Capital One too, if you have time to see our squad or our starting 11 against West Ham or Wimbledon or different games, I think you will realize that we take very seriously all the competition. And then to win, you need some lucky and you need to do well and perform as well. But I think we need to stop to talk about starting 11 or names on the squad or on the pitch, on the starting 11, because with some names, with another names, we win and we lose. And you know, for me, it's about Tottenham, and it's so important competition tomorrow. We know very well our fans, but us, we are the first that we want to win some trophy. I think always it's important, and then it's different to achieve or not, or to win or not. But always the idea is try to win.
A few days left in the transfer window, and Wednesday next week. Is there anything new to report from Tottenham on that front?
Sorry?
Is there any news on potential?
No news. No news.
Lucas Moura, Spurs fans wondering about him?
A lot of rumor, different names. The last week was different name, now it's another name. You know, always it's difficult. Transfer window is difficult. It's difficult because it's only 3 months and a half that rest of the competition. It's February, March, April, and 15-20 days in May. It's 3 months and a half competition, and it's so difficult to add player now, a quality player that can help us and to try to win games, achieve all that we want. Always so difficult. You need to, if you want player that arrive to the Premier League or to change the team here on the Premier League, and you need to know and to be sure if you are going to invest big money. If not, it's a massive pressure for the player, for the club too, because I think it's, all the players need time to adapt themselves in a new league, or when you change the club and you play in different philosophy. And sometimes you believe that it's going to help, and sometimes it's going to create a problem. But that is why it's so difficult, the transfer window now.
There's some big deals that are going on in the clubs around you at the top of the Premier League. Sanchez, Mkhitaryan, Virgil van Dijk.
Yes, I congratulate all the team that can make this, because I think are players that can help, and they believe that players that can help because they are here in Premier League, and always it's so easy to adapt, no? Because you know the media, you know the Premier League, the country, your teammates. That is completely different, and yes, of course, always we are open, and I'm so open to add some player like you say now.
Just one final question on this. I mean, the Sanchez deal, we've gone through after we last spoke to you. The money, the wages are fantastic. Do you think that the deal is going to drive wage inflation in the Premier League and possibly have an impact on your own players asking for bigger salaries?
I don't know what is going to happen in the future. It's so difficult to guess. When I arrived a year ago, it was completely different. After 5 years, not too much time ago, that all was is different now. Yes, you cannot guess in football. Only you need to try to be aware what is going on, and have information. Try to anticipate. Try to like we say. But on today, all the clubs are clever people, clever chairman, clever managers, clever coaching staff, and you know the competition is tough. But the most important is to be aware. But on the end, I think you need to follow your way, and you can look next to you. You must believe in the way that you want to create your philosophy and your project, And then what is going on next to us? Yes, of course, aware about that, but you cannot imitate or you cannot do what another club are doing now. That is so important, but you need to be strong. And you need personality, character, and be strong and not scared about what happened now. Sometimes you can drop a little bit, but if you are strong enough, in the future you can win. If you believe in the way that you make your things.
Okay, Nigel, yeah.
Mauricio, you mentioned the pitch. They share it with a rugby team.
Yes, today they are playing. Yes, it's a match rugby game today. Yes.
What have your scouts said about the pitch?
No, that is not easy pitch, but it's not to complain or no, it's not to blame the pitch. It's, look, Sunday in Southampton was impossible to play football, and we no complain. It's only that will be tough. It's not because it's a League Two team. We think that we are going there, and only because we are Tottenham we are going to win. That is the most important, to show massive respect to the opponent. And for me, it's not, in my mind, it's not a League Two team. It's a team that is our opponent, and I don't care at what level they are playing. It's only we need to give our best. If not, we are going to have a massive problem there.
What do you know about their team?
Yes, I saw games. I saw image. The last game in the FA Cup against Leeds United. Yes, it's a tough game. It's very physical team with some quality player that and then the motivation will be massive for them, and of course will be a very tough and danger game. We are aware about that. But another thing is to go and to show that we are aware and we are concentrated and focused, and we need to be ready to fight, because it will be a big battle.
I think I'm right in saying the last time that Spurs played Newport was 1960.
1960.
And the year after, Tottenham won the double. And the FA Cup has played a big part in Tottenham's history. What does that history mean to you?
Look, of course, the history is so important in life, in football, and in everything. But we need to create our own history, and our own history is very young, because it's only about ourselves is 3.5 years, and the circumstances were completely different. And it's sure that with the history you are not going to win titles. You need to create something special and build something special and win. The circumstances are completely different. That is why when we talk about the history, you win with the history. You win with your presence and with player and staff, managers and everyone that is involved, and today and have the capacity to win games and win title. After the mentality is so important. But of course, we respect the history. And of course, but today the circumstances are completely different.
In your career as a player and as a manager, can you recall a game when you've played against lower league opposition and it's gone wrong?
Yes, of course. We have all. In some point we struggle. Everyone, manager, player, in a long career, of course. Yes, so disappointed because, but that is because why football is so beautiful and so amazing sport. Because in different sport, if you are in some level, that the level below you can never match you or win you. But in football, Premier League, League One, League Two, Championship, different level, in one game, all can happen. And that is why it's the most popular sport in the world, and that is why it's so special sport. And that is why I love football.
One more question.
Yes.
What is the key to winning this game?
I told you before, is be ready to fight and to put ourselves in the same level of them, same motivation, no complaint, no find excuse, no is try to believe that we are going to play again, I don't know, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich or Juventus in Champions League. If we are capable to have the same motivation and the same focus and concentration, I think week after we can show our quality. But if we are not ready to compete from the beginning, we are going to struggle because football, in football, that is the most important always.
Will.
Mauricio, just a couple of questions from me. Obviously with Danny and Toby coming back, are you looking forward again to having a full squad and the problems, the good problems that will leave you?
No problems, no. First of all, they need to show that are better than our player. You know very well, to me, that that is a massive competition, and player that in the last the player always need to feel the competition and to be better. But we celebrate when we have all the squad fit to compete and play. The problem is like when you suffer some problems and you don't have a player enough to compete. And if you see our schedule, we are going to have a very busy schedule, and I think we are going to need everyone, but everyone fit to compete. That is completely different. One thing is to be available to training, but the different is to feel strong enough to play 90 minutes and give your best. That is the most important. And that is our concern now, that to provide not only Toby Alderweireld or Danny Rose or Harry Winks or from the last game, Christian Eriksen, that were ill, that come back in a very good level and stronger, because Toby Alderweireld after 3 months and nearly and a half is not easy to be fit and give his best, like Danny Rose or different players. That is our principal objective, to provide them the quality of the training session, to try to get fit as soon as possible to compete, not for only training 20 minutes or half an hour today or yesterday or before yesterday. That is completely different things.
And just one on the match. Obviously, we've mentioned the game, the side themselves. For them, it'll be their cup final. Is it sometimes harder to play a team like that than maybe, say, a team like Newcastle or Stoke, who are maybe?
Football always is harder to play, and if you say, "Oh, we are going to play tomorrow again a Premier League team," you say, "Wow, why not play again League One or League Two?" But always is harder. For me, it's the way that you prepare to compete yourself. That is the key. If we are ready to compete, I think it's not a problem, because we are going to be competitive and sure we have the quality to win games. The problem is when you are not ready to compete, or again a Premier League team or Championship or League One or League Two, you are going to fail always, because in football you cannot be disrespectful, and first of all with yourself. That is why we are so focused in trying to translate our player that the most important is how you prepare yourself to play. If you are very respectful with your passion, that is football, and you prepare yourself to compete, and it's not important the competition, it's not important the opponent. That is when you are going to create a winning mentality, and you are going to win something. If not, we are not capable to create that mentality. We can win games, but we cannot win trophy. And that we are in that process, to try that the player be conscient that one training session is important, that one game against Real Madrid or Manchester United, and when you play FA Cup is important, like when you play Premier League or Champions League, or when you play Capital One. That is the most difficult job for us today, that everyone be conscient that when you go to play or you want to train, you need to give your best. But for that, you need to prepare yourself Second.
Okay, got Tom, then we'll finish with Dan.
Do you think the players will be more conscious this season about the FA Cup because of how far City are ahead in the Premier League?
Look, only the example is again West Ham first half 2-0 and 3-0 on the second half that we were very disappointed about the result. You can blame me, everyone can blame me, but if you watch the starting 11 and the squad that was this day, before the game, everyone say, wow, this season the manager and the club and the player are going to take seriously the cup. And then we lose, you know. And it's easy to blame after, or it's easy to give opinion. But the players, the club, the wish is to win title. But we are not more conscient or less conscient than the previous season. It's about after, to show what I was talking before, is to prepare yourself to compete. If you are going to play FA Cup or Premier League or Champions League or Europa League, or you are going to play a friendly game, you must be the same and behave the same with responsibility and respect yourself, because you need to prove every time that you are going to training or you are going to play. But that is the most difficult things to provide to the player and the team and everyone to feel the same. If we are capable of that, we are going to win because we have quality enough. If not, yes, we can win games, we can be there, close, we can fight for the top 4 or for some title in the Premier League, but win, you need massive effort. If you want to win, you need to be available to sacrifice a lot of things. And that is the most important, is first of all to identify if we want to sacrifice sometimes uncomfortable things to win after. No?
Arsene Wenger said this week that he thought Liverpool and Tottenham get too much praise because they haven't won any trophies in recent years. I mean, does it frustrate you sometimes that maybe Tottenham makes money?
No, I think Wenger I respect him a lot. And because I respect a lot, I don't want to say nothing. I am so young and only 5 years in Premier League, in 2 different clubs, Southampton and now Tottenham. But I think it's no point to talk about another team or prize. Of course, that we receive a prize because football is not only win, is win trophies. It's in the way that you. The circumstance of different club. For me, will be and will be one of the best managers in the world. I respect him, but I think he needs to talk for himself and for Arsenal. And I think I always gave and will give the full credit of all that achieved in Arsenal in more than 20 years. And I think before to play them. Again, Arsenal, I prize a lot him, and I remember that I always say 5 years is a good manager to stay in the same club, 10 years because you are fantastic, but more than 20 because you are unbelievable and special. And for me, he's a special manager. But everyone sometimes can make a mistake. I think it's a mistake to talk about us or to talk about the different team.
Can I just ask one more? I mean, about you obviously won the Copa del Rey twice. And,
yes, with Espanyol, yes.
I mean, what kind of effect winning a cup has on a team and the spirit of the club? How important could be?
Do you know? I think it was so important for our fans, for us, to win because you build your own history on the club and your name always will be there. Of course, always is a massive, very important thing to win trophies with your club. We hope that one day we can provide to the club 1, 2, or many trophies. It's true that we need to work hard about that. But it's not easy when you compete in a league or you are in England and you compete with massive clubs. always is make to win a trophy is make you more difficult, no, in this type of country, that in different country.
Is Eriksen still ill, or is he?
No, he's integrate today, start to training, but the similar thing like before explained, no, with the injured player. He start to integrate himself to training, but to play is different.
Okay, well, very quickly, one each from Ellie and then Ben, then we'll wrap up.
Yeah, Rich, I was just wondering the amount of doubts there are for the game. Could you be using some younger players? I think Tashan Oakley-Booth has been trained.
Yes, I think we'll be involved in the squad, Tashan. And I was watching the first half today, the under-23, and maybe we are going to pick some player from the under-23 too for travel tomorrow.
Okay, Ben, last one.
Since you've loaned GK to Burnley, they've signed Darren Lennon in the last week. Have you got any worries there that maybe you won't get what you hoped for after that loan spell because another player just arrived to compete with him now?
Sí. Yes, not only to do this. If not, for us, I think the most important is the player realize and to live different experience. Tottenham is so beautiful place for younger player, and it's not every place like Tottenham, no? Or Tottenham or a different club not provide you like the same things that provide Tottenham, and. Yes, but I hope that can play more and can prove himself, that can compete in Premier League and then get the experience that's difficult to provide him here. But of course, it's more competition now with Aaron in Barline too. Yes.
Thank you, guys. We have cameras off. Thank you.
Gracias.